Mouta Massi, bringing you the latest happenings in dancehall and reggae music. Welcome, it's Mouta Massi, and here are the stories making the cut for today. Congratulations to Mavado. He has surpassed 400 million total streams following his comeback to Jamaica. Not tell no lie, since Mavado come back to Jamaica, just be a Mavado playing on the streets. I'm like that. Welcome home, Mavado. The love is real. Conscience was recently on the Shirley Temple show, and he was discussing how he met his wife. Check this out.
How'd you meet wifey?
Her friend slid into my DM as her.
What'd she say?
She cussed her out. Yeah, but then we hit it off after a while.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a dope story.
That's beautiful. How long before you knew like she was the one?
Years.
Okay.
Yeah, years. We broke up like 20 times.
Damn, it'd be like that.
Yeah. She had to go through the test, and I was going through the test too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And she stayed down like a real one.
Yep. You know, some people be like, yo, that's my ride or die, and they really never been through nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been through some shit.
Right.
Of course, Massi, feel free to check out the entire interview. So in the comment section, we had someone saying, yikes, Jamaican men always think women have to go through the test to be qualified for their commitment. Sick mentality. Conscience responded by saying, I mean, if that's what you got from, she had to go through the test and I had to go through the test too, then cool. All the best to you and your relationship. And remember the other day when 450 said this about Jahvy in one of his songs?
All day, up in your pussy, me don't play. Who they get me no kiss pussy like free.
Well, Jahvy addressed 450 during one of his podcasts. Check this out.
You have people, you have one group of people where all them posts is a bunch of fucking TikToks. From the producer to the man who carry the bag to the artist. All them posts is TikTok. And, and them can't find a song. But you know respect about them? Even when them song them a flop like, wow, matter how much money them put to a challenge, them could have put 200,000, 300,000, 500,000, song still a flop.
Yeah.
But here I'm commend them with. At least I heard the song and I could say I didn't like the song. Or I can't say I like it. My point is this, the song was properly marketed. I not say to Uno, say, if you have a brand, means you have a fine hit song. I'm just simply saying you still need it. Everything play a part.
Yeah.
So don't make 100 TikToks being corny. Talking about, hey, Mercedes, like you're frightened for your fucking car. Like, my nigga, GLED is done. Right now, Ferraris, you know what I mean? And I'm playing on your beard and all them fuckers. Them things are cool, bro. Them things are corny as fuck. You know what I mean? And I try for this podcast as when niggas can't find a song since 2023 or thereabout. But my point is this. Work on a number.
After that podcast, someone started up the rumor, said them repossessed Jahvy GLE. Anyways, Jahvy reacted by posting this in his Instagram story.
I'm gonna start in a rumor. Before I start in a room, I could just clear it because my both forgot my bed and just a Jaii from my bed and I can't bother, you know? Yeah, I could just deal with this stuff now and just deal with it good. Oh, that's something I work. How the Hey Mercedes thing work? Hey Mercedes.
How can I help?
What's today's date?
Today's date, October 18th, 2025.
Oh, I'm up. Nah, they said you got repossessed, so I'm trying to find out. You know what I mean?
Oh, when you wake up, brush your teeth. Right after you eat, brush your teeth. Before you go to sleep, brush your teeth. What? Brush your teeth. What? Brush your teeth.
Ninja Man wrote a letter to the Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Check this out.
Letter to the Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Andrew Holness, and Leader of the Opposition, Mark Golding, from Desmond Ballantyne, Ninja Man. I am Jojo Mack. To the Prime Minister, congratulations on your third term in office. To the opposition leader, congratulations. You have proven yourself to be worthy of the leadership of your party. I am writing this letter in hope that you will take these thoughts into consideration as you move forward into what we all hope will be a strong, veritable bipartisanship across the board, with the core interests of the Jamaican people being the ultimate goal. As a citizen of this great country that I love so much, I feel compelled to consistently put my thoughts out in the universe where it has to do with the youth and their path forward. I spent my entire life living in Jamaica by choice, as I could have set up residency elsewhere. I have said that to say, to me, there is no place like home, even in prison. Jamaica is a place that is not only beautiful and fruitful, but I believe is favored by God. Yet, the beauty we yearn for is not just in the trees, it's not just the waterfalls, it's not just in our style or our special way of relating to the world, it's in the people. So many times Jamaica has been marked for disasters, but God, no one but God, stepped in and obviated them time after time. In every profession you can think of, Jamaica has someone, somewhere, at the helm. Our athletes are among the greatest to ever do it, or the greatest. Our doctors and teachers, you name it, are always a part of the top tier. I say this to say, Jamaica is more than just a country. It is chosen. Therefore, we cannot allow the negative elements to nullify the effects of that blessing that was so graciously bestowed upon us. Recently, for the first time in history, children 14 to 16 years old were brought in from St. Anne, St. Mary, St. Thomas, and Portland to the General Penitentiary to see what goes on inside and receive counseling. Judges, prosecutors, and probation officers were present and were a huge part of the experience. I was called upon to be a counselor. Upon seeing the children that were brought in, I realized they were the ages of my grandchildren. They were my grandchildren in essence, as I still believe it takes a community, a village, to raise children in the right mode. It gave me pause. It made me revert to my childhood days and analyze the difference in growing up then and now. I have come to the conclusion that our youth are in trouble. The future of Jamaica is threatened. I have been asking myself, what can we all do to make our Jamaica the greatest place on earth to raise our children as it once was? I finally thought it through, and if you will allow me, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Andrew Holness and Opposition Leader Mark Golding, I would like to propose to you what I eventually conceptualized. The government should create a channel where the children who are indisciplined, going down the wrong path and creating havoc in their communities, can attend. Not a place to punish them, but instead a place to teach them the discipline they lack. Many of these children are raising themselves, though they live with parents or guardians. I find that even those who have stricter or more attentive parents are also falling under the radar due to peer pressure, wanting to fit in or being forced to fit in. We have seen where children are taking their own lives because of bullying and other forms of abuse from their schoolmates. We have also seen that a lot of parents are not fully equipped, whether mentally or emotionally, to guide their children in the way they ought to. Some are just not interested in doing more than feeding them and giving them a roof over their heads. Our children need guidance, and they need it now if we want to see a better Jamaica in the future. I would like to make a proposal that I'm sure would help steer our children and parents alike in the right direction. The government should open a Jamaica School of Discipline in every parish or situated between parishes so they can serve more than one parish. This is necessary because of the age groups of children that are involved in gunslinging, scamming, and so much else that will eventually be their downfall. This would be an epic achievement for any government in attacking this problem from the root. Children who consistently get out of hand and are a menace to society should be sent to these schools to purge them of their lowered expectations. This is also a way to rid such children of their hope, redundancy, and skepticism. This school should facilitate the teaching of basic etiquette, responsibility, and proper behavior. How long each child spends in this facility should depend on the magnitude of their situation and whether or not their homes are conducive to their development. Within this specific system, parents should be held responsible for their children's behavior. They should be held responsible for their whereabouts after hours, especially at night. If they hurt someone on the streets or being a public nuisance, the parents or guardians should be held responsible. No, I don't want to see parents going to jail, but the line has to be drawn somewhere. There is way too much gray area. It is true that a lot of parents these days are not the kind of parents we are used to. The parenting machine has broken down, and therefore we need to create the parts that will make it functional again. If we take the youth in hand now and put more focus on them, we can be assured that Jamaica's future will be intact. I know this is a very hectic time just after the elections, but I do hope you will take the time to assess this. I know you have the best intentions for the Jamaican people and their children, and working in a bipartisan manner in the interest of our children would be one of the greatest collaborations not sung on a beat. Thank you. Sincerely, Desmond Ballantyne, Ninja Man.
Queen Ifrica is reacting to the latest news that the Prime Minister told us the other day that we should prepare for the fourth industrial revolution, aka robots and AI.
Jamaica needs to prepare itself for this dispensation of the fourth industrial revolution, where the cyber world will be paired with the physical world. So you're living in the cyber physical. Technology and machines are working together, not just to deliver services in an independent way that was largely delivered in a non-physical way. Now, as was demonstrated, you have machines that can be deployed with artificial intelligence that can function physically. So it's not just call center jobs that we need to be looking at very closely. It is other kinds of jobs that will also be impacted. The solution is not to hide from it. It's not to be fearful of it. The solution is for us to use the technology to increase the level of training and skills in our society so that our people can take on higher order tasks which bring higher order pay.
So she said, "Good morning, guys. Are you really going to allow robots to take over your houses and workplaces and schools? Let me know, please, and thanks. Our country has turned into a big lab only used for testing these vaccines and machines. Where is the human development? We have now become followers. We are leaders, Jamaican people. This is not what we need right now. We are not a logistics hub. We are a real country with real people who have real visions for a better future. Merging with machines, really now. I guess you have to finish the job you started. Prayers for Jamaica." Well, Massive, are you ready to embrace the change that's coming? Or you feel like, listen, more provisions should have been in place before they introduce these things? Anyways, Massive, let me know what you think in the comment section below. This elderly Rasta Jamaican man has some questions for the government of Jamaica as well as the opposition. Check this out.
That's a good morning to the Prime Minister and the opposition leader in one. And the reason for this is because the both of them is in control of the people that is in the country. Now, my little problem is that the colonizers gone. How comes we no hear a grant no land to give out to the people for them live on? The slaves are still here. How long will them be squatters in a country where they born and grow? These are the things that affect I and I, why we as races do not vote. And the reason why we don't vote many a times and them say we don't exercise our rights and all of these things is because of how them do it. Because if you lead your people and the colonizers left the land them where the British Crown left them all over bare property, you should be giving out some land. If it's even 2 square to every man way over 30 and give them something to do to uplift themselves. The country can grow where only some people develop and some can't develop. And if a man has no land, he can't develop because if he hit a pear, he have to throw the seed on somebody else's land. He's not going to get a pear tree one day. You understand? So we would like the Prime Minister and the opposition leader to consider the native people them of the land. Give them a little parcel of land, even to live on. Make every man can put up an independent hut. You understand? That is all we are asked for, you know. Because how much are we there we can't find nowhere. And if you anywhere you go, you have to lease, or you have to rent, or something. Because if you go down at the river, if you go be it, man, I'll lick you down, they tell you, say, a film place you're in. And in right, because a film place you're in, you don't really have nowhere. So the Prime Minister and the opposition leader, them is the one where we start out, where we do for them people. That is the reason why we are give them that position to lead with. So we'd like them to consider we as a people and do it in an appropriate way, regardless of race, creed, or religion, or what we call political differences. We no matter that we're talking about Jamaica, Jamaicans. That's all I want. And that me a ask for some help from the Prime Minister and the opposition leader.
Desmond McKenzie to receive OJ for 4 decades of public service. In recognition of more than 4 decades of service to the people of Jamaica, Minister of Local Government and Community Development, Desmond McKenzie, will be conferred with the Order of Jamaica. McKenzie, who is a Member of Parliament for Western Kingston, will be formally invested with the honor during the National Investiture Ceremony at King's House on National Heroes Day, Monday, October 20. When we jump into the comment section, massive, some persons were happy while others not so much. So what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section below. So that's it for today, Massive Montana. Big up on a nice clean self. Enough love, enough respect. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings. Positive vibrations going out to the Massive. I'm Mouta Massi. Magan.